What's up, guys? It's Young Man's Daily Red Pill, back with another video. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video, liking my content, sharing my content, and growing this brotherhood. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Hope you're having a blessed week. Anyways, guys, today I wanted to basically talk about something that I noticed happens all the time, but more so recently I've started to pay attention to it, because as you take the red pill and you go about life, little things start to pop up that you might have not noticed in the past, which is why content creators that are in the red pill and the manosphere and MGTOW, whatever it is, they're able to basically pick up on new things very quickly at a quick rate. And I didn't realize this because when I first started, I took the red pill about a year ago completely, and yes, a lot of things popped up that were different in my mind. It's like you put a lens on, like the movie Matrix, or They've Seen, or something like that, where you can see basically what other people can't. So you can see the bull, basically. Now that I've taken the red pill and I've continued to go along this journey, go along this path, and continue to build myself as a man, I've noticed that I'm able to pick up on even more things, and little tiny things begin to pop in my mind. And this is honestly why there's thousands of videos out there on red pill knowledge and this type of content, because honestly, once you take the red pill, there's so many different little avenues and different little ways of seeing life that you never once thought was possible. And that's why we have so many videos that explain the similar things, but in a different way, in a different perspective, from different men. So we all have our own experiences growing up. Some of us were simps, some of us already knew female nature, some of us maybe were married, some of us were in long-term relationships, so we've all come from different avenues, but we've been able to build on that and expand our knowledge of the world and how we see things in society in general, not just women. All right, but today's video, I really wanted to talk about something that happened recently, and this was the fact that, because I was recently talking to my mom, and she was saying how there's this new teacher at her school, and she basically is a 29-year-old, I think she's 30 years old now, teacher, and she just got her doctorate or her master's, and she was in school for about like 6 years just to get it. And she's with this other guy, this coworker at her job, and he's basically been with this chick for about 2 or 3 years now and hasn't even done anything with her, hasn't put a ring on it, hasn't progressed the relationship in her eyes. He hasn't made any steps towards marriage, which is honestly the ultimate goal of most females, is to get married for God knows whatever reason, security obviously, and there's nothing in it for a man. And you have these red pill thoughts when you hear people talking about their different situations that they go through in life. Like, I was listening to her talking about her friend at work, this 30-year-old, this new teacher who's so brilliant, so smart, so creative, such a hard-working woman. Honestly, guys don't care about that kind of stuff. We don't care about that kind of stuff. It's really about how you look and if you've kept your virtue and if you're loyal. But this woman, she doesn't. So I said, okay, we'll rewind it a little bit. So basically, I asked her, I said, well, she has to be submissive to this guy, and she has to do all these things, and she has to stick around. The reason she hasn't left is because she has to, She can't just say, I'm going to be with this guy, and then try to make rules and try to be difficult. And some women still do this, even at 30 years old, for God knows whatever reason. They like to be difficult, and they're basically stabbing themselves in the foot by doing this. But this woman, I guess, is very submissive and sticks by his side, gets him food all the time, takes good care of him, even though he doesn't do the same in return, and he's a little bit older. And when I tried to tell my mom, which is in a red pill kind of way, she does watch this channel, and she does agree with a lot of what I have to say. What I tried to tell her was, can I see a picture of this woman? So she hands me her phone. I look at this woman. I say, I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, you know what? She didn't look very good. She really didn't. She was probably about a 4 out of 10 on the look scale. She was a little bit heavy set, and not drastically heavy, but she just had few extra pounds on her. And I said, guys are visual, all right? So guys, we could care less about your doctorate degree, how smart you are, how intelligent you are. Some men could care about that kind of stuff. But when you're a man like this guy who's been with this chick for a while, he's been with her for about 3 years now, and he's in his 40s or his late 30s or something like that. He's not looking to settle down, especially because he was already divorced, and I'm pretty sure this guy is red pill aware. So he's basically just using her for what she's good for his age. Because what he's trying to do, if anything, if he wants to get with anyone, that's going to be someone that's around my age. That's around 22 years old to 24 range. That's really when there's a peak, all right? 18 to 24. We're going to keep it legal here. So 18 to 24 is what the 40-year-olds are looking at. But women seem to like not understand this. Women seem to think that just because they're 30 years old or they're 29, that they're going to be with some 29, 30-year-old, 40-year-old man, and he's actually going to tie the knot. He's basically going to, but they don't realize that this man's not going to be there for you. This man has so many other options now because men are based and valued on their resources and what they've built up with their life. So when he was my age, he was going to school. He probably wasn't getting female attention, maybe here and there. But now he's at his peak. Now he's able to have his most earning years. He's an established teacher now within this system, and he's worked his way up. He's obviously put in the time, put in the energy, put in the effort over the years, got to where he is now, and he's going to use this woman. And I try to tell her in a red pill way, but I was trying to be kind. He's basically just going to use this woman for sex and for whatever he needs, really. If he needs like a burrito, if he needs like some pasta one night, she needs to bring over some ingredients. He runs out of gas. She could come over and give him some gas. He can use her for whatever he wants. And he knows that he has her on a string like this because when she was around 16 to around 24, she had all the advantages. She's never going to look better than she is when she's 16 to around 24, 25. Never going to look better than that in her life, okay? Unless she's morbidly obese and she loses weight somehow. I would say Adele's maybe the only exception, but you have to be morbidly obese, okay? So she had the advantage in life from around 16 years old all the way to 24, and she never capitalized on her advantage in the sexual marketplace. So then this guy, who's going to be labeled as such a sleazeball, kind of creepy guy, messed up, effed up guy, he's already been through a divorce, and he's not going to want to settle down with this woman because now it's his turn to be at his peak SMV. But she actually understands this secretly in her head, I think, because she doesn't question it. She fully submits to this man, and she will continue to submit to this man because she knows that she can't do any better now. She messed around with the Chads and the Tyrones throughout her entire teen years and going to school. She put her education ahead of her virtue, her looks, and instead of trying to find a husband, she was trying to basically better her career. And now we see what happens with this. There's countless females that I see this happen to where instead of looking to secure a good quality man, they would rather put their education first. They would rather go sleep around, go hook up with a bunch of guys, be in this type of culture, feed into the feminist culture, feminist agenda. Instead of just being loyal and down for one man, they'll rather wait till later in life, and then one day they're going to wake up and then they're going to be at the bottom of the sexual marketplace value. And they're not going to be able to secure a man. They're going to just basically be in the same position as this woman is and have to sleep around with this guy, do everything he tells her, because she knows now that she can't do any better. And the next guy is only going to do the same thing to her. Because I'm not looking at her, no one younger is looking at her. It's only older men that would just use her because she's hit the wall and she's past her peak. And I tried to explain this to my mom, and she basically said, like, this woman is a good woman. She has a good heart. She's smart. All these different things that really men could care less about. The majority of men. We don't care if you have your master's degree, your doctorate degree. We don't care how long you've been in school, what your major is. Like, what do you look like? What do you look like? You know, like, have you taken care of yourself? Well, it's face, body, you know? So women don't understand this, and then they think and they expect men to value the same things that they value. So they expect a man to like them for their job, a man to like them for the types of monies they bring to the table, the resources that they have to offer. But instead, in our minds, we're looking at just their face and their body. We could care less about where they work, their work experience, their jobs. But women are very materialistic in that sense, that they look for those things, and then they think in their heads that that's how we think, when we think completely differently. We could care less about that. Like you need to lose weight. So yeah, that story just popped in my head the other day, and I was thinking about it, and I wanted to just share it with you guys because I'm sure we've run into women. I mean, all the thick chicks in high school now are fat, okay? And a lot of these women, they were sleeping around with so many men because they were thick in high school. They looked good. They were all developed and stuff. And they just gave themselves away. And now it's like they hit the wall already at like 22 years old. and they can't find anyone, or they're a single mother already. And it's like, I just laugh. I literally just laugh at this because I'm like, you had it all in high school. You could have just tied down someone, but instead you wanted to sleep with the football team, the basketball team, and you never just wanted to settle down with one man. Instead, you'd rather taste and sample all these different types of men growing up, and you had the advantage. So I really don't feel sorry for them at all. But I just thought I'd bring up this video just to share with you guys. And you guys could share your thoughts in the comment section if you know anyone like this, or you get females that don't understand this and they come up to you and question you like, oh, why is this woman single? She's so smart. She's such a brilliant young lady. And why is she single? We know why she's single. Just show me a picture of her. Like literally, show me a picture of this chick and I'll be able to tell you why she's single. So yeah, guys, like the video, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, share my content as well, help me grow this brotherhood up. Appreciate you guys. Stay blessed, stay safe. Love you all.